Creating and managing schedules. Schedules are a list of events programmed at specific times and days of the weeks that should automatically be aired when the radio is in automatic mode or proposed to the user during a broadcast in manual mode. The Schedules section contains 7 lists, one for each day of the week, in which you can add the times of the event. The list for the selected day shows all events chronologically ordered. Some useful information is displayed for each day. Time of the scheduled event, title, type of the scheduled element, duration, status, enabled or disabled. To add a time, in the Schedules section, select the desired day, insert a time, and then click the Add Schedule button. The time is displayed as a blank line in the grid. You can insert in the line the event you want to be programmed at the time. The items can be inserted in the timetable via drag and drop from the section shown on the right. The sections allow you to view and insert individual tracks, sequences, playlists, clocks, or web streams. It's also possible to select multiple times using Ctrl or Shift key on your keyboard before dragging items and insert the same event in all the lines. In case of full time, the existing event is replaced by the new event. During the airing, the live section shows the next event in the schedule field. The elements are queued on the second on-air slot, 1 minute and 30 seconds before the scheduled time, so it can be aired immediately after the one currently on air. At this time, the schedule remains on hold or waiting. In this state, the on-air display indicates with a flashing light that the next schedule is waiting in the second slot. The schedule clocks, rather, always with advance of about 1 minute and 30 seconds after the time, generate tracks and insert them from the second slot onwards, replacing all the items already queued. Make sure that schedules are enabled by Edit, Settings, Schedules. If schedules are disabled, the schedule field in the live section shows disabled. Schedules section allows you to edit times or remove schedules at any time. To do this, use the two buttons on the left side of the scheduled event. The changes are immediately effective. Using the first button or double-clicking on the schedule, you can open the edit time window. If the same event has been scheduled for several days, enable the Apply All Days option to apply changes for every day. It's possible to copy the event or select events with their scheduling time on a particular day of the week or every day. In the Scheduled section, select the day in which events have been scheduled. Select one or more schedule and click Actions, Copy to. Click the day for copying or every day to copy the selected schedules for every day. If at the same time there are other scheduled events, the copy is not performed for that day. It's possible to keep certain items in the list of the Scheduled section, and if you don't want to use them, you can disable them as desired and enable them again when you want. In the Scheduled section, select one or more schedules and click Actions, Enable Disable. A dialog message appears asking for confirmation. Click Yes. The scheduled status is changed if they were able, now they are disabled, and vice versa. The current status of each schedule is shown by an icon in the Scheduled section grid. In the Enabled column, the icon is green if the schedule is enabled, red if disabled. To disable all schedules, use the option in Edit, Settings, Schedules. Adding and managing dynamic files. Inonda allows you to manage dynamic files. These files are replaced in the cloud once and automatically replaced when their physical copy is overwritten or modified. This system is useful, for example, for news, where it is necessary to air the latest news, referring to the same file that from time to time is replaced when a new edition is available. Each FTP space used to upload tracks to the cloud has an update folder. All files that must be updated automatically should be placed in this folder. As soon as the file is added to update, this is immediately loaded into the cloud. To manage for a news file that is automatically updated in the cloud, use the access data to your FTP space to go to the Update folder. You can view those data in the Uploader window by clicking Choose from FTP, FTP configuration. Copy the news file in the Update folder. The uploaded news file is immediately showed in the log of the Uploader window. The log of the Uploader window shows the date and time of the last update. The duration is recalculated and the position of the editing markers will be reset to the initial values in order to air correctly the news file. The icon in the interface section's Auto Update column shows that the file is automatically updated. After upload, it's possible to manage this file like a normal track, changing genre and information or inserting it in schedules, playlists, or sequences. When a new version of the news is available, you must replace the file in the update folder, keeping the same file name. It's also possible to use the FTP access data to configure a download manager like Xwebcopy, saving at certain times the new file and replacing the previous one. Files added in this mode have an option to avoid playing an older edition, useful for news that for some reason have not been updated for a certain period of time. Open the editing window of a dynamic file. In the Automation tab, a Check File Date option is available. The option is available for the dynamic files only. Enable the option and then specify a value in minutes. The option refers to the last modified date. If the file is not updated within the selected range, it will be skipped during the airing. Setting the time notice. You can define a time notice to create and program the announcement of the current time during the airing. The time notice refers to the current station time and to the time zone set in Edit, Settings, General. The time notice is composed of a background on which will be automatically played voices that indicate the current hour and minutes. The background can be any audio files added in the cloud. To use an audio file as a background, move it to the default time genre. All audio files in this genre will play with the voice of the time notice. You can specify the language of the time notice for each background. In the Properties or Editing window, Song Info tab, there is the option Time Notice Language. The option is available for the elements in the time genre only. Select the language to use from the drop-down menu and apply the changes. When a time notice background is queued, the tag Label Time appears on the slot. The voice is played automatically from the intro marker of the background.